What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about the River Raft scene from Jurassic World Rebirth and how it was originally supposed to be. The scene was going to be very different when it showed up in storyboards for the original Jurassic Park movie, but it was also planned to be the finale of the Lost World Jurassic Park, believe it or not. Of course, it got made into a ride at Universal, but I personally think this is one of those unused Jurassic Park ideas that is just always fun to talk about no matter where it is. Jurassic World Rebirth has finally included the River Raft scene, a sequence from Michael Crichton's 1990 novel that had Alan Grant with Lex and Tim trying to evade a T-Rex from the very first Jurassic Park. Now, this scene from the 90s was extensively storyboarded and planned out, featuring the Tyrannosaur swimming in the water to get the people, and I think over the years it's been the sequence that everyone has said was just the one scene they were super sad to see let go from the first movie. If you take yourself back to watching the original movie from 1993 and just inserting one more scene of Grant on a river raft sequence to get away from this T-Rex, it would be phenomenal. I have no idea how they would have done the scene though, because the animatronic would have had to be very, very wet from all of like the water and, you know, just chomping at the people that are trying to get away. And that early on, I don't know how they would have done it with CGI unless they were going to add some Terminator 2 liquid style stuff to the water where the T-Rex comes up and out of it. But it was extremely popular from the book, and it was so big, in fact, and people were already anticipating it, it's in all of the video games from back in the day, especially for the Sega Genesis. You know all about the River Raft stuff if you were playing Jurassic Park games on that console like I was growing up. Who knows how they would have shot it, but man, that just sounds so fun, and it's a shame we never got to see it. So I'll never forget like going back into the old Jurassic Park scripts and finding the Lost World Jurassic Park's outline. It was called Neptune Adventure, and it was incredibly different from the movie they actually made. Now, David Koepp had this really cool idea for the end of the film where Dr. Malcolm, Sarah, and the rest of the survivors from the Lost World were going to be on this little boat that was going to be used to escape the island and get free, and the idea was that the two T-Rexes in the movie were actually going to be going after them instead of just one. So you would have had one T-Rex going into the water like it does in Jurassic World Rebirth and kind of like swimming like a crocodile to chase them down, while you also had a T-Rex that would be walking on the bank like following them before it goes over a waterfall and they get away. And there's something about that idea that still seems really cool to me. I mean, now that we've done the Jurassic World Rebirth version, it is the River Raft scene from the novel, pretty much done as close you possibly can, unless you got Alan Grant, Lex, and Tim all back into a sequel. I kind of like the idea of them going all out and just doing the Lost World Jurassic Park T-Rexes chasing the raft for them to get away. I am a very, very big fan of the Lost World. I know a lot of you out there also like the movie more than some of the other sequels, and there's something about that idea and the look of one T-Rex in the water, one T-Rex following them on the bank. That sounds really cool. And if they had one guy left over to get eaten, maybe yanked off of the raft or something like that. Just imagine in like the late 90s, that could be super cool Jurassic Park fun. There's some other stuff from that Lost World outline that I've always really liked, including the camouflaging dinosaurs being used at the worker village instead of the velociraptors or the mutodons like they did in Rebirth, but I still think that the River Raft, no matter how you do it, is going to be cool. This has been one of the most popular Jurassic Park sequences since the first Michael Crichton book, so it's cool to see it added into anything as far as I'm concerned. Probably my biggest gripe today about the River Raft scene is just the fact that they spoiled so much of it in the trailers and TV spots. Guys, if you are out there and still haven't seen Jurassic World Rebirth and you're debating on watching clips online, for the love of God, please don't do that. Please just go into that movie without having seen any of this stuff, because this whole River Raft scene is Jurassic Park lore like perfection as far as like something trying to be adapted into a movie. I'm actually really shocked that Colin Trevorrow never tried to do it for any of his Jurassic World films. But yeah, it's finally going to be in this new one. Don't spoil yourself. Go into it. it. We've been waiting to see it since the Sega Genesis days. Anyways, guys, those are all just my own thoughts and opinions on these unused attempts to get the river raft scene into a Jurassic Park film. What do you guys think? What do you think would have been the coolest back in the day? If it was in the original Jurassic Park with Sam Neill, Lex, and Tim trying to get away from everything? Or had they have done this in the Lost World? Because I'm not gonna lie, that Lost World draft is completely different from the final cut of the movie, but the outline sounds insane. You've got 2 T-Rexes going after the raft. How do you not think that sounds cool? But hey guys, whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.